Hi, Dr. Lorie here. I'd like to answer some specific questions that people have asked recently. And one is to explain my philosophy on teeth that have gone bad that need root canal. So basically, when the nerve in a tooth dies, it's like the grape turns into a raisin, and short of a miracle, there's no way that we know yet how to turn that back into a grape from a raisin. Now, there is research going on that uses stem cells, particularly in young teeth that have been injured, to re-innervate those or make the nerve repair itself. And that's very interesting and very exciting, particularly for young people who have traumatic injuries. So basically right now in my practice, with all the years of study that I've done in conventional dentistry and holistic dentistry, biologic dentistry, my take on teeth that need treatment for an injured nerve and it is dying, and those signs are either abscess on x-ray or pain that lingers when some stimulus, you chew on the tooth or get hot on the tooth, or you just wake up at night, or it hurts when you lie down to go to bed. Some spontaneous pain that lingers, even a minute or more is evidence that the nerve is going to die, and that's called irreversible pulpitis. So my take on a tooth that needs a root canal, even the new materials, even using ozone, even using the new, more biocompatible materials, it's still a dead part in a tooth. It's still dead organic material in the body. And so that will interrupt the electricity in the body. Every nerve impulse is basically a flow of electrons over a gradient, which makes electricity. And our body is made up of hollow organs and solid organs, and it's like a rechargeable battery. It's like a capacitor, according to Jerry Tennant and all of the research he's done after his own injury from a medical situation where he got encephalitis and had to do years and years and years of research on everything about the body and how it works and what makes a new cell and what makes the body be able to repair. So my take on all of the information that I've gathered through all the organizations that I'm in, the International Academy of Oral Medicine and Toxicology, and the Holistic Dental Association, and the Academy of General Dentistry, and the American Dental Association for years ago, and throughout my career, I have moved towards natural and holistic and biologic dentistry. So my take on bad teeth is they need to come out. The consensus is, particularly after age 50, the immune system is just not able to handle the extra drain on the immune system that a dead tooth in the body takes. So with our latest International Academy of Oral Medicine Toxicology, there were 4 groups there. International Consortium of Integrative Medicine, the American Association of Environmental Medicine, and the International Academy of Oral Medicine Toxicology, and the International Academy of Biologic Dental Medicine. And the consensus is that the only thing worse than a root canal tooth in your body as far as teeth go is an untreated infected tooth. So the research shows that there may be a tooth that's infected and abscessed and the nerve's dead and you have no symptoms. And the only way to know that then is either to test the nerve and see if it works, or to have an x-ray. And the research shows that the latest 3D cone beam x-rays are so much more telling that 90% of the time there are infections in the bone that show up on the 3D cone beam that don't show up on the 2D x-ray. Now, 4 years ago, I bought an ultrasound machine, and if it is just released to the market, it does 3D pictures using ultrasound, which uses no x-rays, and I would love to have that technology out, but it's not out yet. So right now, we're stuck with using 3D cone beams to give an accurate picture of the bone. Now, there's a newer version of the Cavitat. It gives a 3D thermal image of the mouth, particularly the bone and teeth in the mouth. And it will be coming out again soon. It's that technology is being reintroduced, and we hope to have that out soon. So that is a no X-ray technology also. So back to root canal teeth. So my take on what the either dead tooth or the root canal tooth that is also still dead does to the meridian system or the energy system, the electrical system of the body, is that it acts to short circuit that system. So there are research projects done around the world, one notable one done 10 or 15 years ago here in the United States, and 47,000 people who had a full body thermoscan, which shows the heat in the body, used now, widely accepted for breast scans now as a no radiation alternative to breast mammography, because we know that the more mammograms a woman has, the more likely she is to have breast cancer. So thermography is widely known in the breast screening world and becoming very widely used in dentistry. It's also used in industry to detect wet places in a wall or a floor, so that in industry you know if there's a gas leak or water leak or that kind of thing. So thermography is used in many different industries, and so now becoming widely popular in dentistry. And of those 47,000 full-body thermoscans, 100% of the patients of that group that had cancer had root canals. So there is a correlation. I'm not saying there's a causative effect, but there's a correlation, and Dr. McCullough has widely researched, and he has the largest health information website in the world, and he has largely blogged and posted about the correlation between root canal teeth and cancer. Now, there are many, many anecdotal case studies that I'm aware of people who correlate an illness starting just after a root canal or in the time of that root canal. So my take on that is I would not have one in my mouth, even one of the new ones, and I would suggest that tooth be taken out, and there is a good alternative to crowns, bridges, implants, and conventional partials, and that is the ClearMet partial, and that is a specific material that's non-toxic and a specific design by specific lab owners who know how to design these partials. They are the most stable partials that I've used in my practice since the early mid-80s. So it is, I think, one of the best improvements we've had in our services to offer patients since the mid-80s. If you see this partial and you can't come to me and you want one, then my suggestion would be that I'll be glad to give you his information, because I have seen so many people be so pleased, and it's a great fit, and it's very stable, and it's non-toxic, and it has the best of all worlds. Now, if people choose to go later and do implants, we know titanium implants rust, and so I do not suggest titanium at all, but there are ceramic implants, and there are people doing those that, that might be an option for some people. It just wouldn't be an option for me because of my health issues. And because of my age, I'm going to do everything I can to alleviate any stress on my immune system. And so something implanted in the bone to me is going to be a draw on my immune system, a drain on my immune system, and the energetics of the body. So personally, I'm using, if I were to lose a tooth, that's what I would use, and that's how I would leave it. So that's an option for you, and that's my personal opinion, and I have created that opinion weighing all the facts and all the knowledge and all the information and research that I can glean from the different groups that I am associated with and learn from, and just the experience that I've seen with my patients. There's a lot of things that don't work very well, and this does work very well.